Hi, what's going on? My name is Anant. In this video, we are going to do list building for cold emailing. This is one of the most crucial part of your cold email marketing strategy. So I'm just going to make it very extensive for you, even though I'm going to make this video very short. And I'll also show you how do you get emails of your potential customer for free. So make sure you stick till the end for this. This is going to be one of the best strategy that I'm going to show you today. But before we start with prospecting, we have to know what is ICP. So ICP stands for Ideal Client Profile. It is the one who can be the right fit for your product or service. That's how you define ICP. I don't want to get into the bookish definition of ICP. There are few ways through which you can identify your ideal client profile. In B2B, these identification parameters are going to be job title, industry, annual revenue, company size, and technology. Although there are a bunch of others, for example, your geography, whether the company is hiring or not, and a bunch of other things. But 80% of what I'm going to cover over here is going to be applied for you. And this will also give you a good idea of how do you do that 20% of personalized prospecting for yourself. So let's just dive into the prospecting ideal clients. But before that, it is very important for us to build ICP with us. And we're going to be building 2 to 3 ideal client profiles so that when we are applying the filters on LinkedIn or any other platform like that, it will be much easier for us to identify them and scrape them in bulk. Not just that, building multiple ideal client profile will also help you testing out the right ideal client profile for you, because for every ideal client profile we'll be writing different copies and we'll be testing which of them is giving us the maximum positive reply. So if you go to list building, just look at the spreadsheet. I've already prepared a ICP spreadsheet over you, and this is something you need to create it for yourself. You want to keep all the relevant columns over here. If anything you feel is not going to be very relevant for you, then you can take out. For example, if annual revenue is not that relevant in your case, you may want to take it out. But you want to keep the important columns on the top over here, and here you want to keep the ICPs. So first of all, I've tried targeting all the software development companies, and the way we have created this cluster is that we'll be targeting different job titles in this industry. First, we'll be targeting the owners and C-suites, marketing directors. Next one is all the head of marketing, head of sales, and the next one is going to be the marketing managers. So in the same industry with the same annual revenue, company size, technology, and geography, we'll be targeting different job title. For example, I'm targeting software development, and let's say I am a content marketing agency and I want to reach out to all the SaaS companies and marketing agencies. These two industries are nearly similar with some exceptions as well. But as a content marketing agency, I want to have that kind of similarity in the industry that I'm reaching out to. So I have chosen software development, and the next one is marketing services, so that it will be easier for me to write the email copy and use the same offer for both of them, but with a little bit of personalization. Then here you can see the job titles. We're just trying to see which job title will work the best for us. If you already know which job title will work for you, then you don't have to test it out. But there are a couple of things you might not know. For example, the annual revenue. So if you don't know any of these columns for you, then you will have to create multiple variations of that just to figure out which one of these is going to work for you. So in our case, let's say we don't know which of the job title is going to work for us. So we've created multiple variations of that. And then we are also targeting some other industries as well. Right? So we've taken industry, job title, annual revenue, company size, and technology as Salesforce. So for example, if we only write content around Salesforce, then as a content marketing agency, we only want to reach out to those companies who are using Salesforce as a technology. Make sense? Let me give you another example. If we as an email marketing agency only want to reach out to the guys who are using MailChimp. Then we want to target all the companies who are using MailChimp as a technology. And that is something you can find out using filters and a lot of applications out there. So that kind of ICP first you'll have to build over here, so that when we go to the prospecting part, we can easily apply the filters that is needed over here. So these are the filters which are needed. I'll go back to the docs and let's look at the different ways through which we can do prospecting. Number one is LinkedIn prospecting, where you can use the free version of LinkedIn, which anyone can access, and you'll be getting the basic filters like job title, region, and industry. Using these filters, you can easily identify your ideal client profile, but you will not be getting filters like annual revenue, company size, and technology. If that is something important in your scenario, you may want to get Sales Navigator as well. For Sales Navigator, you can get a 30 days free trial if you have never tried Sales Navigator before. But I would highly suggest you to get Sales Navigator, because beyond that filters, you get a lot of advantage with Sales Navigator. For example, with the free version of LinkedIn, you only get 10 profile per search, but with the Sales Navigator, you get 20 profile per search. Let me show you that difference over here. So for one search and the filters that I applied over here with the LinkedIn free version, I'm getting only 10 profile. But if we go for the same search, if we go to LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and if I make the same search, apply the same filters, I'll be getting 25 profiles over here. As you can see, I've just made a random search from wholesale industry, and I'm getting 25 profiles over here, 25 profile, right? So, the volume is also going to be increasing, and you get filters like annual revenue, as I said, company headcount, growth, headquarters, location, the technology that they are using, whether they are a Fortune 500 company or not. So these things you won't be getting in the free version. So you may want to check out the Sales Navigator, or you can just sign up for the 13 days free trial of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So once you have figured out these two things, you want to scrape email IDs of these guys using GrowMeOrganic LinkedIn email extractor. It works on the free version and the paid version of LinkedIn as well. So use GrowMeOrganic, scrape the email IDs and the other columns of these profiles, right? So if you're not using GrowMeOrganic, make sure to check out the 14 days free trial. And once you sign up for the 14 days free trial, you'll be getting 200 free credits. So you can scrape at least 200 profiles using GrowMeOrganic completely free. Make sure to sign up for the 14 days free trial for that. Now, after you have scraped the LinkedIn profiles from Sales Navigator or any of them, we'll have to clean that list as well, which we'll be discussing in the later part of the video. But let's look at the other ways through which we can build the list for us. So other ways are going to be exploring B2B company databases. A lot of guys purchase B2B databases from different vendors. You can do that as well. In fact, in GrowMeOrganic itself, we have a huge company database. If you go to this, find B2B companies from varieties of companies and varieties of industries, you can find out the right company for you. You can export that company and you can put it inside our domain email finder to find out all the employees who are working inside these companies. So that is going to be really helpful for you in terms of building your list. Now coming back, we can also do research from our competitors' website. So if you're an agency, for example, if you're a video marketing agency, you may want to find out other video marketing agencies who are working in the same geography maybe or the same industry. So you can find out the clients that they are working with. You build the list of that and you reach out to the right job titles, right? So that's how we can research the competitor's website and we can reach out to those guys. It is very helpful if you have anything high ticket to sell, because on the competitor's website, you might not be getting a lot of companies mentioned on the website. So you want to build a list which is going to work for you and which is going to give you the return on your investment, return on the time that you have spent on the research like this. Find emails and phone numbers from company names or domain. So if you already have the company domain with you or the company name with you, then you can put it inside GrowMeOrganic to find out the employees who are working inside these companies. So there is a feature inside GrowMeOrganic where you can paste the list of company names like this. It will convert these names to company domains. And once you have the domains with you, put it over here and apply the filters like, what specific job titles you are looking for. Or you can just extract all the employees who are working at these companies. You upload it over here, and once you upload it, you will be getting a list of all the employees who are working inside these companies. And there is no limit on that. You can scrape as many contacts as you want using GrowMeOrganic. That's one of the huge advantage of using GrowMeOrganic. But beside GrowMeOrganic, there are other companies as well in the market who will give you a similar kind of service. For example, Apollo, Lucia, Snow.io, Zoom Info. You may want to check out the other companies as well for domain enrichment. But let's stick to what we have chosen on the top over here, which is our ideal client profile. We'll have to stick to the ideal client profile. We cannot be distracted with a lot of opportunities that we are getting over here. We can use GrowMeOrganic database, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, but we have to stick to what exactly are we looking for, and can we find what we are trying to find over here using this technology or this platform. That's the whole point. Another way through which you can do prospecting is Google My Business. So if you are reaching out to local businesses as an agency, then use Google My Business. But Google My Business will restrict you after a few pages. So you can use Google My Business Extractor by GrowMeOrganic to scrape all the local businesses with whatever keyword you want in any region. Let me just quickly show you that. So if you go to B2C local business finder, here you can put whatever keyword you want. For example, dentist, marketing agencies, pizza business, right? Whatever you want. Then you can apply the country and the region filter over here, and you can scrape all the local businesses. It's only going to make sense if you're reaching out to the local business or agencies who have listed themselves on GMBs. Now here comes the most interesting part, which is exploring the niched marketplace. This is where you can find out very targeted companies in your category, in the niche that you're willing to target. For example, if you only want to reach out to the SaaS companies, then you should explore marketplaces like Product Hunt, G2, Capterra, AppSumo, because there you'll get a list of companies by category. Like if you only want to reach out to HR companies, good for you. Just apply the filter of HR companies in G2 or Capterra, and you'll get the list of all the companies, all the SaaS companies who are into HR, right? So that kind of personalization you will only be getting with something like a niched marketplace. Then comes a part of Google job search and Indeed. So if you want to find out those businesses who are hiring at the moment, then try Google job search or Indeed and scrape the companies from there, put it inside LinkedIn Sales Navigator, get all the employees from there and scrape their emails using GrowMeOrganic. That's how it works. If you just put company's name inside Sales Navigator, you can find out all the employees. Let me just quickly show you that. Inside Sales Navigator, if I go to this thing called lead, and if I take this thing known as company, current company. So if I just put something like Google, for example, so we can take that company and we can find out all the employees who are working in this company, right? So companies who are hiring at the moment, why would you want to reach out to the companies who are hiring? Because let's say if you're a video marketing agencies, then you want to figure out the companies who are hiring for video editing intern, right? If these guys are hiring video editing intern, that means they need video marketing as a service. Then you can reach out to these guys and give them a very personalized pitch to them. The guys who are looking for building a sales team, then look for the hiring. Look for if they are hiring for business developer interns or something like that. You can just search for that on Google and Google will give you the recommendations on that. For example, if I show you business developer intern, you'll see a lot of companies over here have posted their jobs, right? So I can just take the name of all the companies, put it inside Sales Navigator, find out the key decision maker of these companies and reach out to them. That's how it works, right? Coming back over here, we can use Yelp and Yellow Pages where you can find out the local businesses which are listed. It is something similar to GMB. A lot of local businesses list themselves on Yelp and Yellow Pages. You can use Home Advisor to calculate the cost of any local service in any region. If you want to know what is the cost of dental implant in California, use Home Advisor to do that, because if you want to do lead generation for them, it's going to be really helpful for you. You want to find local doctors, use Health Grades. You want to find local lawyers, you'd find Law. You want to find real estate agents, use Zillow. What I'm trying to tell you is there are niched marketplace for everything, and use these niched marketplace to scrape the list of companies or the employees who are working there so that you can reach out to them. So that list building is what you'll have to do for yourself. Right. Now, once you have built the list of the companies, there are multiple ways through which you can get their email IDs. One is, which we've already discussed, is using LinkedIn Chrome extension by GrowMeOrganic. GrowMeOrganic offers you a Chrome extension through which you can scrape emails in bulk from LinkedIn. You just need to make that search, go to LinkedIn, make that search, and click on email extractor. It will extract from the first page till the end of the search result, and you'll be able to export that as a CSV file. That's one of those ways to do it. Let's talk about the other ways. You can use topology check. So if you don't know, what we can do with a spreadsheet over here is, I've already done this for you guys to make things simple for you. So I've already taken employees of GrowMeOrganic over here, and we have created patterns of different emails. For example, here we are keeping first name dot last name @growmeorganic.com. Then here first name underscore last name @domain.com. That's how we've created multiple patterns for the emails. First name underscore last name, first name dot last name, right? This way we have created multiple patterns. And the way I've done this is by using a formula over here. If you want this formula, comment down below. I'll put it over here once we get a decent amount of engagement on this video. All right, so you can put this formula over here, and what I can do is I can just select everything. I have my first name, last name, domain ready with me, and I can just drag and drop it over here. And guess what? I have all the patterns ready with me. Look, this is pattern 1, this is pattern 2, this is pattern 3. So all the patterns are ready with me. Now what I want to do is I want to convert these emails to people chip, but it is not going to happen because we have a formula over here. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to copy this. And I'll have to paste it as values only. Paste special and put values only. This is the most crucial part over here, right? So now we don't have any formula. If you select any of the part, you can see there is no formula over here. It's a plain string. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select all, and I'm going to right click over here, and I'm going to convert these into people. And look at this. If I change the background color to something else, it will be visible for you. So look at this. This is a people chip, and it shows you the email ID of the employee working at GrowMeOrganic. This one also is a people chip. Look at this. Shows you the email of an employee working at GrowMeOrganic. It will show you all the valid email IDs, but there is a limitation with this, that it is only going to show you emails of companies who are using Google Workspace or G Suite. Since GrowMeOrganic is using G Suite, that's why you are able to see these emails. But if a company is not using G Suite, if they're using Zoho, Microsoft Inbox, which is quite popular in the industry right now, then you won't be able to get these emails. So keep that in mind. If you only want to reach out to the guys who are using G Suite, it's good for you. Just use this free method to find out the valid emails, and you can build your email list without using any tool, right? But in most cases, there are different companies, different industry, they might be using different inboxes. Some companies use G Suite. Since G Suite comes on a little expensive side for a lot of business, they use Zoho, they use Microsoft 365. So in that case, what we want to do is we want to have that same list, but we want to use the manual email validation over here. We want to take each and every email and we want to validate each and every email. For example, this is the email. I want to take this email here and I'll go to clean mails. This is one of the email validation platform. I am not promoting the platform. You can use any of the platform out there. It's just one of those that I've taken over here. There are a bunch of email validation platform out there. So I'm just taking clean mail over here to validate the email ID, and guess what? I'm getting a hard bounce over here. But if I take a valid email like this and put it inside, see, I don't know which one is valid. I've just used people chip to figure out which is the valid email for me. But let's say, we are not getting these things from people chip and we want to manually validate each and everything. So we are putting an email over here and let's see, guess what? It says deliverable. So that's how you'll have to manually go and put each and every email, or you can use the bulk feature inside clean mails to validate all the emails to find out the right email ID for you, right? So that's one of those ways through which you can easily find out the right and valid email ID. But in few cases, company might not be using the direct business domain as GrowMeOrganic.com. Sometimes they use other TLDs as well for communication. So in that case, you will have to use a database like GrowMeOrganic. Otherwise, you will only be relying on the topology check. Cool. So these two are one of them is a completely free way to do it. Another one is when you'll have to use an email validation platform. And if you want to, if you want to automate this, the one which I just showed you where you can put the email and you can validate it inside clean mails, then what you can do is you can use GrowMeOrganic topology check, where you just need to have the first name, last name, and company's domain. Just keep these three columns in a spreadsheet. For example, if I create a new sheet over here, I just need to ensure that I have only these three columns: first name, last name, and domain, right? I'm just gonna make it white, and you download this file as a CSV file and upload it inside GrowMeOrganic to do that topology check in automation. So this list which we have just downloaded, what we are going to do is we are going to put it inside build emails, where you can do a single contact verification as well, but we are going to do it in bulk. So I'll be uploading this spreadsheet over here. Once again, so I'll just click on upload, select this and open. Yeah, and as you can see, we can find out the right email using bulk topology checker over here. As you can see, we've already tried that for a different set of emails. For the one which we could not find, here it says not found, and for the one which we were able to find valid emails, here you can see these are the valid emails. So that's how you can set the topology check on automation using GrowMeOrganic. And since you get unlimited credits, no matter how many first name, last name, and domains you want to put over here, you will be able to find out all the contacts. So yeah, that's how you can use any of these methods to find out the email IDs of the right prospect for you. Now that's it for today. If you have any other question, drop it down in the comment below. I'll be answering all your questions and concerns, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.